G'day everybody and welcome to Way of the Hunter. In Way of the Hunter, I've played a bit of this and I streamed quite a bit of it, and I've also played the other one that I shall not mention. And between the two of them, I actually like this particular hunting game a lot better than I like the previous one that was done. So what I thought we'd do is I thought we'd pop in and we'd just have a little bit of the Hunter Call of the Wild was, I will mention it, the Hunter Call of the Wild is a good game, but as I said, I actually quite enjoyed this one a lot more for many reasons. Traversal, animal quantity and quality. There is 2 extra maps out. This one here is the let's just analyze that. That's a Cape Buffalo. We're down at a camp at the moment, which on our camp here we can actually camp. We can sleep for the night should we so desire. So if we want to get rid of some time and stuff, I've got hunter vision or hunter sense on there, so it's kind of highlighting stuff. Some of the reasons why I like this better is I like the story a little bit better. I like the ability to drive around in the Jeeps. I know that you have ATVs in Hunter Call of the Wild, but I like the ability to be able to drive around in the vehicle. I like the vehicle storage. As you can see at the moment, I'm running a Steyr Carbon CL2, which is a 338. And my secondary weapon is a Remington, which is a 243 caliber, and they're the 2 rifles that I am using at the moment. But just the ability to move around. I found animals are a lot easier to find in this. Sometimes I can be wandering around for hours and hours and hours on end in Hunter Call of the Wild and not finding anything. And I've streamed that, and that makes for a relatively slow. What's that? That's a little badger or something, is it? Yeah, that's a little badger over there. And I found that to be like a very, very sort of slow process, whereas here you can do that. Now we have quests and objectives on here as well. So we've got no active mission selected at the moment. This is some of the map, which I'm slowly unlocking different areas of. You can see that you can see where I have been, but you can see all the in-betweens that I haven't been able to do. This exploration marker, I want to head up towards there and see what's up there. So I'm guessing we come out of here and we head up that way once we get sort of past the Highland cabin over there. Quest-wise, objectives, we've got objectives here. Tasks, contact Michaela once you get into the objective area highlighted on the hunter. This is the sound of a bowstring. Make sure you have a bow equipped, which I don't at the moment. We've got harvest a mature male warthog with a trophy rating of 5, which is going to be a considerable kill, I think. Laughing stock, harvest 2 mature female spotted hyenas that weigh more than 76 kilos, and trek bonking, which is harvest a springbok between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. The springbok must be fatally shot as it is lying, so has to be lying down. So there's little tasks in here that we can do, which are really, really cool. I might actually just activate this quest and sort of track that quest. There's a story, and then there's obviously other things. You can see what I've completed here. Beasts of the Southern Wild, In Hot Blood, The Swing and the Pendulum, Appointment with Fear, and Chronically Online was funny because I was going around and finding particular locations based on photographs that an influencer had photographed, and another influencer asked me to find those areas. So very interesting. It gave me a little bit of an opportunity to investigate the map and have a good look around. So now again, like all hunting games, your body smell the wind direction. The wind direction affects your affects the trajectory of your bullet, as well as distance, obviously. Sound. So, for example, driving through here will actually upset the animals. As you can see, there's some badgers over there that are scattering due to the sound of the vehicles. So whether you want to trek or whether you want to drive depends on what missions you want to do and what you want to achieve on your particular session. I found the map to be very good looking. We're in Africa at the moment. It's a very good looking map. The sounds are absolutely magnificent, and they also give you the ability to be able to sort of listen for animals. So everything's sort of directional, if you understand what I mean, which is a really good and really important thing. We are heading down over this area here. There's a little bit of water down here, so the chances are that there will be some animals through here, which I may actually just stop and jump out and just have a squiz just to see if there's anything lying around out here. I enjoy using the guns. I enjoy the whole zeroing process and stuff, which they have in Call of the Wild as well. There is a complete perk and skill system as well, character system. This is probably a little bit here, a little bit more Bethesda orientated in the sense of you automatically unlock these as the more you do things. So at the moment here you can see travel 15 kilometers in a crouch stance. Well, I've traveled 11 kilometers, and that achievement and that perk. So once I've achieved that perk, it'll allow me to use action to walk faster while crouching, which is also a sort of a good thing. Brake action, we've got bolt action and lever action. We've got outdoorsman, sell 15 big game animals, which did not pick up the player's scent. So lots of achievements to work towards. Taxidermy, so you can taxidermy some. You can taxidermy some animals, and you can see the hunt rating there and the trophy rating of this. I taxidermied this lion because it was the first lion that I shot. So we've got a hunting log which tells us what we have done and what we have captured, and you can have a look at the stats of every single one of these animals. So, for example, that Cape buffalo. Vital organ or artery was the kill shot. Where we shot it, it was a male, it was young. It gives you the weight, the hunt rating, and the trophy rating of that. So, which is really, really cool. We also have our player inventory as well. We have gear, we have callers, and all that type of stuff, which you can unlock by making money selling harvests. So, and right there, 109 meters. I'm going to use this weapon here. I'm going to drop down to a crouch, 109 meters. I'm going to zero this weapon to 100 meters. And we're just going to take a shot, eh? May have hit him in the lungs. And that is a buffalo. Now, I don't have a weapon super powerful enough to be able to kill buffalo, but we will go down and actually check what type of shot that was. So they're pretty beastly. They're pretty beastly things, those things. But I would have liked I would have liked my first shot to have been a kill shot for you guys. But you know, this is the thing. I'm not American. I'm not a hunter. I don't own weapons. I don't own guns, and this is a learning process. So I'm going to have a look around here and see if I can find I've got my hunter sense on, and I want to see if I can find a blood spot as to where I actually shot him. So let's just check this out anyway. That's a Cape buffalo drinking often, so they do obviously come down here quite often. Did we shoot him down here somewhere? Where did I get him? Right, there's a poo. It's dried out, so that was an older one. And I enjoy the tracking in this one a lot more than what I enjoy the tracking in Hunter Call of the Wild. For specific reasons, and I'll show you those. I'll show you those in a minute. But for now, I just want to actually find this guy here, Cape Buffalo. I don't know which way there. I'm assuming that's moving in that direction. So let's see if we can't find this. There we go. That's him there. And I reckon we shot him down over here somewhere. So we'll keep our eye on it. There is some lion tracks over there because there is lions everywhere. Well, in certain areas anyway, but and they are lion tracks as well. I can't find. Maybe I think I might have shot him in the water, which is probably not going to be a good thing to find. So cannot find this this blood spot at all. That's a spotted hyena. We do need to attack hyenas. So I mean shoot some hyenas. So that's going to be pretty important that we remember this area here. And this resting or this drinking spot for hyenas so that we can actually capture them. And I cannot see anywhere where there is a blood spot. Nowhere at all, but you would think that there might be one across here. Wouldn't you? Right there. That's where he did a poo. So we know he went up in that direction. We know he came across through here. Don't think I hit him. I do not think that I actually hit him. So there you go. That tells you a story, doesn't it? That tells you a great little story on Simi's hunting abilities. But look, the reason why I wanted to show you this was because it's really nice to be able to get in here sometimes. What's that? That's a need zone. It's really, really nice to be able to get into here sometimes and actually just have a wander around, enjoy the nature, do a little bit of hunting, see what you can achieve. And for somebody like me who's not very good at it, you know, it's one of those things that you kind of, I don't know, it's just a thing. It's a thing that that I thought I would share with you guys as one of the things that I actually do every now and again. What's that? That's urine. There we go, fresh urine. So that was from the buffalo. Yeah, I can't see any hits there. And it would have been right here somewhere that I actually hit him, so there's no blood marks, there's nothing like that. My hunting sense is not helping me out, so we will carry on. We will go, okay, Simi, you didn't kill that animal. You probably didn't even hit the bloody thing because, well, you know, you are you, right? So let's move on. So, yeah, what are the beauties about these hunting games is, I mean, you can either go in full on and you know, with all these achievements in mind, or you can do what I do, or what I've done, and that's to drop in here every now and again. Sit down and relax one evening with a lovely cup of coffee and just wander, explore, see what you can and can't find, see what you can and can't kill, but just basically enjoy it. Exploration in Hunter Call of the Wild, the opposition to this game, wonderful, wonderful. We've got a lot of animals over there. He's looking at me. He's got a big lump on his back. He's looking at me too. So that's one. I am in front of the car. So they're at 100 meters. So what I may do, I may actually take a shot at one of these, I think, and see what we can do. So let's crouch down. Let's in fact jump right down and give ourselves the most stable shot that we can actually get, and see if we can't take this guy out. So I think his heart is somewhere in there. He's moving around. They are sort of getting in each other's way. I do want to take as best a shot as I can possibly get. I think that was a very, very, very good shot. I want to keep my eye on it, and I'm probably not going to be able to keep my eye on it, but I can see the blood spot from here. So I think that was a bit of a vital organ. It gives you some very good details on when you look at the blood, and when you look at the blood, whether you've hit a lung or anything like that. If it's full of air bubbles, you know you've hit a lung, which is a vital organ. If I hit its heart, it would have gone down straight away. But I feel like I probably would have been relatively close to that. So let's analyze that. And you can see there's a lot of blood. There's air bubbles. There's air bubbles, and the blood's pink, which means that it's kind of air bubbled out a little bit there. A lot of blood, a lot of air bubbles. We can pretty well follow this, and I can put my hunting vision on. I don't think this animal will be too far away, to be honest, but I like to hit every single one of these. Well, I like to try and hit every single one of these blood spots, just because it goes down into tracking and stuff, and it gives you a bit of an idea on how far away they are. And there he is right there. So let's have a look. Here's a kudu, and this is another thing. You get a nice little trajectory of the bullet, and you can see we went in a little bit too behind. We went through the left lung, through the right lung. It did a little bit of residual damage on the heart, but I was just a little bit high and probably on the wrong angle, so I probably should have gone in right here. But once you learn the anatomy of your animals, then it assists you in working out how to get them, and the bullet actually went straight through. Now, you've got recommended hit energy, which is this area here. I hit this at this velocity, which was a little bit too hard. The hit energy that I used was 5767. Recommended was down here, so probably a little bit, maybe not the right weapon. I was a little bit too close to use that weapon, I think. They're only 100 meters away. Cavity damage and penetration damage all assists in actually the type of reward that you get and the type of rating of the trophy. It shows you what wind was, what the shot distance was, which is 110.5 meters. Shows you what type of trophy it is and the gun that you used and stuff like that. If we have a look at inspect, then we can actually inspect that animal, and we can basically turn off the outer skin and stuff like that as well. The other thing that we can do is we can just sell this guy straight off if we want to. So, there's the bullet cam up the top there. You've got overview of the, it's a hunt rating of 4, trophy rating of 1 star. Total sell price. It tells you where you shot it again. The kill shot was a vital organ or artery. It was a young male. Nearly 150 kilos. It gives you other information here. It gives you meat info. So lost by shot, lost by time. So the amount that you've lost in regards to the sellable meat. Tracking time, distance that it actually fled, and and the current market price for this as well. Trophy, length of horn, circumference, tells you the trophy rating and the score for that as well. Let's sell him off, and there you go. There you go. That's a kill. So I definitely made a couple of mistakes there, but I'm happy with it. I mean, you know, he didn't He didn't really flee that far, did he? So there you go. That's that. Really, 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 really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And you can see here that we've got a little highlighted zone of where we did a kill and stuff. So you got to be really careful that you don't overkill in an area. So that's worth taking into consideration as well. You don't want to overkill in an area, and once you have done a kill in an area, then it's unlikely that an animal will come back there for a while, depending on how many kills you've done and stuff. So you do have to sort of be a little bit careful of that as well. Yes, there's some quite good African animals in here to kill, which is really, really cool. But let's continue on our little way. Now, you can use hunting vision in the ute, but only when you're stopped. But I do believe there is a perk there that actually sort of allows you to use it while you're moving. There's definitely one while you're walking. Okay, so we need 2 female spotted hyenas, which I will do at some point in time. I will try and achieve that now that we know where that spotted hyena thing is. That's the marking point up there that we want to investigate. So I think I might just duck across here, and we've got some animals over here. I just hit my horn, which is a bit stupid. We could take another one of these down. He looks like a pretty good male. He's at 124 meters. 124 meters. Let's do a crouch. Let's go into there. He's at 124 meters. We can 0 to 150, or we can 0 to 100. I think either way, we could probably shoot a little bit higher, I reckon, if we go the 100 meters, which may counteract using which may give us a little bit, which may counteract the being above the heart anyway. But keep my eye on this. We want to kill the males. You really don't want to kill females, despite the fact that we have female hyenas that we want to kill. I'll just wait for a good shot. He's a pretty good male as well. He's moving around in that direction. We could probably hit him. Right about there. Let's have a look. He's quite wounded by the looks of it. He's not in a very good way. He's headed up in that direction. We need to go just past that rock there and check out where we're at. Let's do a reload on this. Again, I think I probably actually used the wrong weapon there because the trajectory and the speed of the shot is going to be pretty significant there, I reckon. He was down here somewhere. I know we hit him. We hit him just up here. And it does look like there's a decent amount of blood, but not as much as the last one. That's a medium. There's air bubbles. And I like to track all of my animals that I shoot, because they will wander off at some point and die. There is air bubbles in there, so we did get a lung, and there he is right there. So I'm just going to analyze these as I go. I don't know whether it does anything decent, but you can see the blood dropping off. So right there as well, and right there, and here he is. So again, a pretty good kill. Probably the bullet speed was probably far too much, I reckon. But let's have a look. Where did we go? Yeah, I did actually go too high. I expected it to be lower than what I did, but that went straight through the left lung. It did stay in there, and it didn't come out the other side or pierce anything else by the looks of it. Or did it? Yeah, it probably came out the front. Just missed hitting the right lung by the looks of it. So, but another kill. It's worth $293. Let's have an overview. It was a 4-star with a 1-star trophy rating. Kill shot was a single lung. How much did we track it for? 6 minutes, and it fled 70 meters. I mean, come on, that's not too bad, is it? That's not too bad, is it? So let's sell him off, which will give us a little bit more money. So there you go, guys. This is I really like it. I really like this game. I think that Way of the Hunter, for me, is a lot more satisfying. It's a hell of a lot more satisfying. And I thought I'd share it with you. Although I did just get the Australian map on Hunter Call of the Wild, so I did have a go of that the other day. Then I came back in here and realised actually I really do enjoy this game. So thank you for spending the time hanging out with me. Let's head up here and do what we need to do over here, which is go to that marker point. I believe I haven't done that tower up the top. Idiot. I don't believe I've done that tower. I have done that tower up the top, which is a hunting stand, and we're heading up to there. So I'm going to get across to the road over here rather than dodging all of these things. And you do wreck your vehicle as well. So you do have to be really careful. Like if I was to drive flat out into one of those rocks, I would definitely damage the vehicle. These guys there we go. It took them a while, but we're kind of almost chasing them, aren't we? I'm not going to hit another one of them. There is some buffalo over the other side though that I wouldn't mind looking at. Let's get into there and have a squiz at what we've got. We want to find a position where we can get a good lay down shot. So he's approximately 140 meters, 135 meters. We are going to need this weapon. We are going to need to hit down on the ground. Just need to get past this bush. 130, 135 meters. We want to zero this weapon out at 150 meters, I think. Right there. Buffaloes are really, really hard to kill because I don't have the power. But I do want to hit him. 150 meters, so it's going to be a little bit lower. I think that was actually quite the shot. And let's track him. Where has he gone? I don't know which one he was. But those bushes right there are the ones to check. I haven't seen him go down yet. Again, he's a big fella. And I have taken a buffalo out. So let's head into those bushes over there. Let's stand up and head over into those bushes, that area where I shot him. See if we can't find a blood spot. And again, this Way of the Hunter in comparison is probably a little bit easier of a game. Those buffalo, they would have run away a long time ago. Considering the distance, how close I was to them. So it gives you a little bit of an advantage there as well. But for those that don't want to be frustrated and spend hours and hours and hours tracking one animal and crawling, if not scooting along on your belly, to sneak up on an animal after hours and hours of tracking, only to have them run away, this would be definitely the better alternative. But that's my opinion. And as I said, I am not a hunter in real life, so I'm not going on. I am not going on based on real life experience when it comes to hunting. So why can I not find? It was straight through there, and it was up here. Why can I not find any form of blood? Definitely got my hunter vision on. I cannot find any. There we go. There it is. Just a little bit of looking around. That's a small blood spot. Small amount of blood, and it's clear. So we hit nothing, basically. He's going to wander around. He's going to wander around with that bullet lodged in him for a very long time, I believe. So there is a wide variety of weapons, and ammunition types that you can use. At the moment, this is the only point I'm at. As I start to skill and level up, so let's keep our eye out while we go up there. But there we go. We'll jump in here. We'll go 1.4 kilometers up, and we won't stop. We won't stop, but what we will do is we'll keep our eye out for a bled out buffalo or some blood, which at this point in time we can't see. So it does look like they may have come across the road here. So looking forward to getting myself a bigger gun, most definitely. That's going to be one of the things. We've got those guys up the top there as well. But we're going to leave them alone for now. You also don't want to take out too many animals in the one herd, because that can basically destroy the herd, especially for taking out females and stuff like that. So they're all the things that you would need to consider in real life as well. But yeah, there are like, it's not all just desert here. There are different biomes and sort of different sort of landscapes and stuff on the map. So keep that in mind. It's not just all we've seen at the moment is this kind of barren, deserty kind of area of Way of the Hunter of Africa, but we will, but there are other areas as well, which I haven't moved into. I've shot pheasants, I've shot badgers, I've shot deer, lions, buffalo. I have killed a buffalo. I think it was just a bloody lucky shot. I think I shot him from the front rather than the side, and it was just a luck out shot. A Cape buffalo, and probably not quite the size that you would want to be killing. You'd want to kill something that was a little bit larger. So, but here we go. It looks like we've got a hunting stand up here, so we'll head up here. I will park this beast up here, and there are some animals over there. Let's jump out of here. I'll just go into the map. I like to remove these exploration markers. I like to remove them. Let's head up to the hunting stand. I don't believe that I've found anything up in these hunting stands. Yeah. They see me and they worked it out. Yeah, I do need to definitely take some of those guys out. So, are they springboks? I think they are. I think they are springboks. We've got some hyenas down there, which is really, really good because we have a. It might have been the hyenas that actually scared them off, and it looks like the hyenas are heading into. So that's 240 meters. I reckon we'll be able to hit that shot. All right. So I'm going to get this rifle out here. That was 240 meters. There is zoom on this particular scope as well, so keep that in mind. Okay, so there is a watering hole over there as well. But I can't see any of these hyenas in here at the moment. I was hoping they'd drop down to... to water themselves. They've gone behind those bushes. And there they go. Beautiful sounds. Beautiful sounds. This, guys, is Way of the Hunter. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and having a check out. And I think that, yeah, if you kind of like these type of simulations, and there they are there. If you like these kind of simulations and you are tossing up between the two, between this and Call of the Wild, take those into consideration. This is probably a little bit more populated in this, well, not populated in an animal sense, in the sense of there's a lot more animals here. It's just, it's a lot easier to find them, and they're a lot less, they get a lot less freaked out and spooked while you're sort of tracking them. So we are about 195 meters there, so I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take a shot at this. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very, very much. I will see you later. Bye, guys. He's going down. She, hopefully.